Hey everyone, this is Duke from Deeb's Hub here, bringing you another local match video. In this video, it is me with my Empowered Broly deck going up against Bill's Resolute 13 that you may have seen from the previous video. And while we're taking a moment to get set up, I'd like to thank everyone so far for their support, your likes, your views, your subscriptions. They really mean a lot, and they motivate me to continue providing the community with some Panini Z and Fan Z content for the foreseeable future.
I think I'm still gonna take Tau. I like playing it. I just need a break. I played a lot of Tau.
Now, as featured in the previous video, Bill's Resolute 13 is a card draw, hand filtering monster. I believe he utilizes every one of Blue's tools to draw cards or discard cards to draw cards, so he can get optimal hands and draw the game out with a lot of actions. And then essentially when his opponent runs out of steam, Bill can go in for some great life card beats on both physicals and energies. My Empowered Broly actually does not run any ultra rares. That's right, no spheres, no digs, and shockingly, no unleashed. This is both a personal preference for my love of budget decks, and just simply because I don't own them.
They can play orange and have, or no, they play black or blue and have Yamis because the setup on the event on the and then his own and then Frieza on the time. Yep, 9 of them. Or and then you can run enhanced reflexes.
Some friendly banter before the game. Alright, here's the die roll. Bill gets a 5. I also get a 5. Bill re-rolls. He gets a 1. And I get a 3. So I'm going to go ahead and go first and draw my 3. Power up. And I'm actually going to declare combat with a 3-card hand turn 1. It's not something I normally do, but this hand, for the right situation, for the right situation. Use Broly's level 1 power, raise my anger 1, reveal Gut Kick, and grab to deal 4 stages of damage. Bill attempts to play Blue Quick Shot, but I tell him that he doesn't have enough stages to perform it, being in 1 above 0.
I blame the proxy. It's okay. That's actually a pain in the butt.
That's the best, when you just enter and you screw him out of action. So he's going to go ahead and pitch that Blue Quick Shot with his Mastery to draw a card. And I'm going to play Say and Grab, which is now unstoppable, because I'm higher power level than him. So it hits, and I'm going to draw a card. Power myself up with those 3 stages from Saiyan Empowered Mastery. So Bill's going to go ahead and use Blue Fear. He's going to pitch a card to draw a card. Use a critical damage effect from Blue Fear to lower my anger. And I'm going to respond with Saiyan Gut Kick. All of it gets prevented because of Blue Resolute Mastery, but I get another one. And that's going to hit for 8 stages. Gut Kick into Gut Kick is one of my favorite plays. Well, Android 13's named block for 2 anger because he took his damage. It dealt critical damage though, so I still get to lower his anger 1. And I actually pass. And he passes as well. My turn's over. It goes back to Bill. Bill actually forgot about Android 13's level 1 physical attack. That's fine. Not just because I wanted him to forget, just, you know, local games. It's a mistake. It's better to make them out before a big event. like East Guy on May 27th. Hashtag shameless plug, you should all go to that. So he declares on me and he goes in with Blue Elbow. So the next time he prevents damage in combat, he gets to draw a card, which will more than likely happen because of Resolute Mastery. And I'm actually going to Arm Catch to gain an anger and use Broly's power, the immediate anger, to level myself up to level 2. And I am not going to do the reveal, but he will blue leverage it anyway to reveal a Villainous Powerball, an Android Insubordination, and a blue Android Headbutt. Now in this situation, I didn't want Bill to have another styled card in his hand to pitch with Resolute Mastery. So it was between the Insubordination of the Powerball, and I ended up picking the Villainous Powerball, because I didn't care about the lowering the Anger 2 and the Prevent 4, because, as you'll see later, my hand is actually dead. I do not have many options in my hand. So he's going to go ahead and pay the 2 stages to play the Powerball. I have no anger to lower, and it will hit for 5 life cards. Figures. Get the Face Crusher on the last card. Every Broly player knows how much that sucks. But I'm going to go ahead and banish the top of his life deck and hit the Android Insubordination. Use Sane Outrage to block Android 13's physical. I am a higher power level, so I will get that attachable at the end of combat. So I go ahead and play Saiyan Backbreaker, which was the only attack in my hand. Gain an anger. Doesn't do a whole lot, but he's going to go ahead and prevent the damage anyway to draw 2 cards.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize you were from stages.
Just prevention clarification there, but Bill's got 2 extra cards in his hand, and he's going to throw down the blue Android Headbutt. Gain 2 anger, 1 from playing it and 1 from the immediate effect, so I'm going to go ahead and take that damage. I pass once again, it's back to Bill. As you can see, I fidget a lot when I play Deeps. So he's going to go ahead and discard a card to draw a card. I continue to pass. I think I should get myself one of those fidget spinners for DBZ. So combat is over. After 2 consecutive passes, I'm searching my life deck for an attachable card and placing it into play attached via Sane Outrage. Now at this time I was considering taking Sane Rescue for the anger to get the leg up on Bill in case he leveled with some Android allies in play. I could build him for stages. But I actually grabbed Saiyan Tracking Blast to make sure that a blue neck beam or a blue knee or a blue takedown would be, the lower down effect would be stopped by Saiyan Tracking Blast. I can't win by MPPP anyway, so in every empowered deck it's pretty much a standard 1 of possibly 2 depending on the deck. So the 1 card I had left over in my hand was Saiyan Recovery, which is one of my personal favorite setups in the game, let alone for Saiyan style. The ability to stop combat from being ended, and the hand knowledge and the guaranteed card draw versus Saiyan Enraged might be situational, to me is incredibly effective in the majority of Saiyan decks. But I'm actually going to go ahead and pass Rejuve. Goes back to Bill. He's going to draw. I don't actually remember what I kept in my hand, but we will see. I really do fidget a lot when I play DBZ, huh? Sorry about that for anyone who was bothered by it. Try to cut it down in future gameplay. So Bill's going to go ahead and declare. I draw my 3, and he is going to open up with another Villainous Powerball. I'm going to stop it with Saiyan Crouch. Saiyan Crouch's attaches to me, increases my PUR, and it's rejuvenated when I change levels. Giving me an anger, I use Saiyan Recovery and reveal a blue discharge, a blue guard, and another blue elbow. And I get a card draw from recovery. Effects that end combat can't be used, but I don't believe Bill wants to end combat on me anyway, given how aggressive his deck is. So he's going to go ahead and play that blue elbow. Next time he prevents damage, he's going to draw a card. I take the hit, and the 1 life from Resolute.
Stages on my physicals, right? 4 stages on everything. 4 stages.
So I'm going to go ahead and play Saiyan Tantrum.
So 6 life.
Anybody that's ever played against Saiyan Broly knows that Saiyan Tantrum being revealed for consistent crits with Broly's powers. You can keep 1 in your hand the entire game, and it's an effective tactic against pretty much every deck in the game, critting allies, Dragon Balls, and Anger. But I'm actually going to play it and throw Bill off. Saiyan Broly, energy attacks, what? Go ahead and rejuvenate 3. All 3 of the cards in my discard pile was Saiyan, so that gives me an additional 3 anger. 1 from it being played immediately puts my anger at 4. Bill Resolute's Masteries. He's going to pitch Blue Guard to draw 2 cards. Come to think of it, I don't know why he didn't stop the Blue Guard. Or stop the Tantrum with Blue Guard. So I'm going to go ahead and play Broly's Eraser Cannon, throw him off even more with 2 energies in a row. Immediate anger from Eraser Cannon levels me up to level 3. Rejuvenate Saiyan Crouch, gain additional anger. Put myself in prime leveling position to get to level 4. Prevents all but 1 stage from the Resolute Mastery. His Villainous Powerball only prevents 4 stages from physicals.
I got this on lock.
You seem a little flustered.
A little bit for 4 stages of life.
So that Android 13 physical is finally going to hit. He's going to search his life deck for an ally with Android in the title and play it.
All your MPs will lose 7 stages. Yeah, I know. It's real unfortunate.
$1 million question is, which ally?
I did.
Anybody who's ever played 13 or has played against 13 knows that 9 times out of 10 you're going to pull Android 14 ally to do the interaction where you can banish Android 13's impenetrable defense for 2 anger, gain 1 anger from 14 being played by the power.
So if you level, you'll go to 3, your ally will go to 0.
Just discussing the Broly level 3 interaction. After your opponent advances an MP level, all of the opponent's personalities lose 7 stages. So Android 13 will go to 3 above 0, and whatever ally he tutors will go to 0, and he will mill 4. So Android 14 comes in, do the aforementioned interaction to level.
So you gain the 1 from, and yeah, you wouldn't, no anger will bleed over. Because you have to play first, which could be 4. Okay, we're good.
Just clarifying the order of anger gain. He'll gain 1 anger from 14 entering play, and then 2 from the block, so no anger will bleed over.
Do you gain anger when this is milled? You do, yes. Whenever it leaves my deck.
So he goes ahead and does the 4 mil.
Yes. All upside down just to make sure that I keep track. Fuck. That is where I should land. Yep. 2, I got 3.
Advances to level 2, sets himself to 3 above. It is now my action. Broly for 7 stages. I'm going to reveal a new Fan Z card, Saiyan Legendary Strike, to crit away Android 14 and draw another card.
7. 4? Minus 4? 3 stages.
Yep, it'll do 3 stages of damage because the base of 4 from the attack itself is pretty much prevented by the Resolute, so it'll only do the 3 stages that Broly gets in the form of a modifier. He uses his Android 13 level 2 physical, makes me skip my next action. Going ahead and rejuvenate an Android card from the Banish Zone. I believe it's the named block.
You skip. Yep.
So on Bill's next action, he's going to go ahead and play Blue Knee. I take the damage. And he is not going to use the hit effect because Tracking Blast would just render it null and void anyway, and he'd have to banish the top 2 of his own life deck. So I'm going to use Saiyan Backbreaker to shuffle in the Tracking Blast that he could have nuked. Of course, he didn't know I had the Backbreaker in my hand.
So 1, 4, 5. Prevent 4, 1 stage.
So it only hits for 1 stage, but that's okay. I played it for the consecutive actions anyway. Best cut ever. So I'm going to use Saiyan Face Strike to gain 3 anger to level, 2 from the card, 1 from the mastery. If he stops the attack, I get to draw a card. Giving him a damage calculation, including the Powerball prevention.
6. That's it. You prevent 4.
And this is the MPV right there. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, Broly does hurt at level 4, that's for sure, Bill.
I pass.
So Bill's forced to pass. I use Broly's level 4 to banish the top 2.
That's it.
Nothing notable, but I don't have the 4 cards in my hand to do the rest of the effect. Play Backbreaker once again.
10, 11, prevent 4, 7.
Rentable?
All banish, no endurance.
2, 3, 4.
The ability for Broly level 4 to get around endurance, not necessarily prevention, is really valuable in certain matchups.
Legendary strike, 6, 10, 14, so 10, all banish, no endurance.
Another 10 stages, all banished, no endurance. The no endurance, excuse me, on level 4 is great in the Yamcha matchup because it disables Yamcha from ending combat with his named block. And that's all she wrote. Bill's Resolute 13 just got hit way too damn hard by the legendary Super Saiyan. And that's game. I take it with Empowered Broly.
Didn't get how I can play fast enough. I'm not even sure. But that's...
So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in and watching this local match. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, please hit the dislike button and tell me why. Deeps Hub is always looking to improve, and I value every single one of your feedback. And please consider subscribing for more Panini Z and Fan Z content in the future, to include more matches like this, fancy card overviews and deck lists and possibly player interviews. So thanks guys for watching.